supplement to OBS. And then sometimes my voice has a tendency to really drop off pretty fast. But then, for whatever reason, the pickup will get very sharp and loud. But instead of using my studio mic, I'm just using the onboard mic. The main reason for this is I'm trying to do these vertical videos on the fly with the new plugin that I have from ATUM, the plugin that they have for OBS. And the idea is that you can, it's your own clipping plugin, and so you can do super quick, like I said, just on the fly. You know, they sell it as that if you see something funny or say something funny or want something that gets a little highlighted and very quickly, so you don't have to wait for the stream to end and then you go back and you try to find the clip and all of that, that you can hold back these clips as you are streaming. That is the ATUM app. One thing about it is you'll notice on my screen how I have the Haleo, then I have a Bitcoin chart, we have the chat. Now that doesn't all fit on the vertical, and I can't get the scene to look identical thus far. It's built identical, but I can't make it be the program scene out on vertical. I cannot get the chart on there. So like everything that I touch on OBS, it takes hours of thought, a little bit of research, and as most people we can see that you could watch 1,000 videos and you go and do it yourself, but it was brought up today, it's all very unique to each person. Each streamer has their own idea of what they're trying to create. So that is the deal with the ATUM app. I'll go into their documents and see if there's a reason why I cannot put the Bitcoin chart on there. Now if I remove Scandy Chicken, the playback from Haleo, if I remove that, then I can show the chart, but I won't get that lovely pinky tone overlay that I'm trying to go for. So that's what I'm headed to do today. There are a few things going on with the chat-only video is pinned, or now is known as xobV or xovip. I'm hearing more and more about streamers that do not want you to stream their content, and we're talking at all, as if they had given permission at one time to one creator, they are doing a global stay away from my content, do not restream my content. And this is one of the reasons why chat-only video is pinned is so useful, because we do not take their content. In fact, their link is put in and pinned at the top so that each one of us will go to the live directly on your own device and give them what's called give them a ping, or whatever's it called. Give them a watch, But I don't think it's such a bad thing to give these streamers their due. So that's one of the reasons why it was set up that way. But it's still very interesting to know that there's going to be this global divide between the review and commentary channels that do not have, authentic content on screen. So this is one of the reasons why we're trying to think this out and try and not so much, be the creative force behind it, but kind of try and understand where YouTube might be going with its approval of reviewing your content. It might end up being a toggle. That could be interesting, that you get to toggle whether or not you want to have your video clipped live. They've been talking about it. I haven't seen anything about it yet. And if so, then it's very clearly defined. It's not just a vocal request, because imagine you're trying to reach 1 billion people with your one voice to say, I don't want my content, you take my content, it will be considered IP theft. So super important to find your unique voice and make sure that your approach to everything is transformative. It doesn't have to be crazy, weird, like the things that I think about, but if you're doing this daily content and relying on anyone else's content, it should be transformative. You should do everything possible to make it so. Another thing, by using a clipping service, that way you can put your clipped videos on screen and try and create some variation. So let me make sure that the audio is good. Yeah, more than likely you'll complain about the audio with me. I'm sorry about that. I'm not on my good mic right now. But I'm not a big on mic person. As you can tell, I'm not very funny, not an entertainer. So but that's kind of where we're at today. I don't know who is on deck today. If you caught the lives that I did yesterday, I did, I believe, 3 lives for Chat Only Video is pinned, and just flooded my chat with comments and to work on the chat CSS that I have that's running right now. Not happy so much with all the colorization with the chats, very difficult to read. But I think the theory of that the chat is the power play with commentary, rather than showing the original creator's work and pausing for my comment and pausing, you'll hear a lot of, can you stop it now? Can you stop it now? There's none of that. You get to stop it whenever you want to stop it, and the chat is not, it's not democratic, or what you call, no, it's not autocratic. You can just chat away. If you've come to a place in the video that you think that you want to say something and comment and be heard on that, then go right ahead and do it. That's the whole, remember, it's just a test and trial to see whether or not a chat thread can be active and of value to a community that could be built under this idea. Too many words. I have to reduce the words, I'm pretty sure. Let me see what else I can say about things. I suppose I should go out on the streets and see if there's anything that's coming up. Usually things don't start picking up until, if it's not during the day, it looks to me like about 7 on the East Coast. So I'll check it out and see what's going on. I have no, as you'll notice, I have no issue about just, going live. You just push your stream out and go live and put the word out on Twitter. And yeah, so with that, thank you so much for whoever might have stopped by. I did start the stream off as a private stream. I recommend that. And then you edit the pane and make it a public stream when you are ready to, do your thing. Yeah, I'll talk to everyone soon. You can interact with me and others watching the live stream that's pinned up at the top. You'll notice that there is no pin up at the top, so we're only talking about admin stuff here over at Beauty Bubble TV. Thank you so much. Bye-bye now.